Hi, I'm Anna. I'm a Catalan, and I'm super happy to be part of the Women in Minorities project. Anna Schlegel. Anna Schlegel is Anna Navarro Descalç. I was born in Catalunya, which is in the north of Barcelona, a couple hours north, in the region of La Garrotxa. I've been in the States for the last 31 years. When I was 23, I was a complete minority when I got there. I was treated as a Latina. But I initially started my own company, and it started going really well. I didn't know I landed in the Silicon Valley. I'm like, I'm in San Francisco. I started an office in a garage, right? And I started hiring people. And we started making money. And I was able to sell my startup. And then I was hired to work for Cisco Systems for several years. That's where I started to study telecommunications because I was coming from philology, and I got hooked. I work for Procore Technologies today as their head of globalization. Being I think 10 years the head of Women in Technology. I started my own nonprofit in Africa to help Kenya in 5 different regions. I am part of the young women in the Tech Museum in San Jose. So there's one nonprofit that's called Women in Localization that I co-founded with 2 friends of mine in 2008. And it started in California. And it started because working in high tech, we didn't see females above the title director. It was 3 of us that had an idea, and now we're a movement in 30 different countries, thousands of women. We found women that were as passionate and as obsessed with our mission of advancing women in the professional world as we were. We are the largest association of women, and men, because men can also join, in the world that talk about the topics of globalization or global issues, localization, translations, internationalization. And throughout this story, it's been this constant list of questions all the way until today, that I've made it to vice president and I lead. The questions are always the same. What are you doing in the States? Why are you called Schlegel? What the hell is Catalunya? Why do you want to work so hard? Why are you so ambitious? It's a constant reminder of trying to push me down. And so we see this phenomenon that's called the tall poppy syndrome, where women that are very successful, people don't know what to do with them. And so those are little stupid questions and comments, and like, you're so nice, you're so charming, you're adorable. I've never seen a man, who has 2 startups, who leads has a pretty important role inside of a global company, who's an investor, who has 5 nonprofits, be told like, you're so adorable. Why did I have to put myself through 5 universities and still be questioned? Will she be able to do this? Of course I can do this. I've raised 4 children, and any woman that has raised 4 children is very, very capable. There's a lot of noise around females when they make it to senior manager and director and senior director and vice president. It's just getting interesting, right? So we need to get really trained to stay strong, to be able to communicate well, to stay calm also when you're starting to feel the attack coming. And the attack comes in little ways. They nip at you. And then to realize that they're the ones that are insecure. I'm secure. I'm capable, I do face many challenges like any woman. I think the challenges of, leading companies or being GM or founder of startups and nonprofits and all of this comes with a lot of challenges. The strength comes from a few things. I think they come from my grandmothers. Many family stories of escaping and coming back and, being jailed. And And I always thought, like, man, I come from a strong family. So a lot of values at home of be punctual, be respectful, learn how to listen, do your chores, don't think that you're better than, remain humble, have been very, very powerful to me. I'm always very proud to say I am from Catalonia. To be a Catalan means that you feel it, you have to feel it. Even if I've been in the States for 30 years and I am an American and I have an American passport, I first feel Catalan. For me, it's to see the Pyrenees, which is where I grew up, is to be able to eat the things that I like, to listen to the music that I like. We have incredible traditions, incredible literature. One of the first parliaments in Europe. No, we have this sense of community. I think we're pretty nice people. We like to laugh, we like to go out, we like to have long tables of people sitting together and eating together. So I think those are values that have helped me. Being a Catalan has been 100% an advantage. Every single time I land, and I come 3 or 4 or 5 times a year, I cry. And one of the first things I do is just I go and I walk around and just feel it. And when I start hearing people speaking Catalan, I'm like, okay, yes, we still have the language, we still have the culture. Growing up, my family only spoke Catalan. We were in Olot, where we didn't hear much Spanish. The first time I heard one of my grandmothers speak Spanish, I was like, oh my God. It was like rare that I would speak Spanish. I had to speak Spanish when I moved to Barcelona. And immediately people were like, oh, you're from the mountains, and oh, you're very Catalan. We had to learn Spanish as little kids. It's just that my family wouldn't speak it. In 1975, when Francisco Franco, the dictator, died, it was a huge day for us. Catalan was okay to be spoken in stores, in streets, even outside of my region, right? My favorite Catalan quote, can I say it in Catalan, is quan dormo que hi veig clar, which translates a little bit like, it's when I sleep that I see things clearly, by Foix, a beautiful Catalan writer. Today we're here at the Ona Libreria, the bookstore. They call it the Bucaria. And I see this place as a pillar, or a center that represents this Catalan aspect that we need. We need to preserve places like this. It's unbelievable. It's the bookstore where everything is in Catalan. My house is full of books. I'm constantly donating books, buying books, investing in books. I hope this video goes viral in a big, big way, because today, I can travel, I can stay in hotels, I can buy nice clothes, I can do a lot of things, but it was not always the case, right? I came to Barcelona, my dad gave me a bus ticket. I went to the States, I started a job with $7. There's a lot of hope, but you need to find this inner strength. It's not that we don't have a lot of issues, but I don't want to pretend that there are women around the world that have it really, really messed up right now. I want them to keep fighting. I hope for them, and that they can be the one creating the community. All of us are leaders. You don't have to have the title of president, vice president, general manager. I think anybody can lead. You just need to find that in yourself. But again, if I did it, you can too.